Hey, great mathematicians, Mr. Morales is back with another video. I know I haven't been doing videos lately because guess what? You guys have been providing the voices and that's what I love. But know what? We did some hard topics this week, so let's do a recap video. So what are we going to be talking about in this video? Well, we're going to be discussing what directions does the place value shift when multiplying by a power of 10 greater than 1? And which direction does the place value shift when multiplying by a power of 10 less than 1? So let's go ahead and jump in. So let's first start off with a math problem I know you guys all know. 906 times 1. And we're going to pay close attention to the 9, which is currently in the hundreds place, okay? So let's first, our next problem is going to be our first power of 10 greater than 1, and that's just 10. And 906 times 10 is 9,006. Now, if you notice, our 9 is now in the thousands place. It shifts over one place value. Pay close attention to the 9, guys, as we continue with our next two problems. So here we have 906 times 100, which will be 90,600. And now our 9 is in the 10,000s place. From our original problem, 906 times 1, our 9 has now shifted over 2 place values to the left to the 10,000s. So I'm going to tell us what our next problem is. It's 906 times 1,000. I want you to guess before we do. I show the next frame. What do you think our answer is going to be? Where do you think the 9 is going to land in our? On what place value is the 9 going to be in now? Well, if you said the hundreds thousands place, you're spot on, because 906 times 1,000 is 906,000. And if you notice, our 9 has now shifted to the hundred thousands place. So from our original problem, 906 times 1, our 9 has shifted over 3 place values to the left. Now, we notice each time our power of 10 is greater than 1, it keeps shifting over to the left. But we're great mathematicians, we're specific. So we can even determine how many place values we actually shift. So if you notice the 10, there is 1 0 behind in the number, and we actually moved over 1 place value. In 100, there's 2 zeros, and we moved over 2 place values. And in 1,000, there's 3 zeros, and we moved over 3 place values. Well, that's also going to be a part of our rule, guys. So our rule for multiplying by a power of 10 greater than 1, we shift our place value to the left when multiplying by a power of 10 greater than 1. The number of zeros lets you know how many times. So now what happens when we're going to do a power of 10 less than 1? Well, we got to get our first power of 10 less than 1, and that's going to be 1/10. So 906 times 1/10 is actually going to be 90 6/10. Now let's pay attention to that 9 again. You'll notice that our 9 is actually in the tens place now, letting us know that our place value now will shift over 1 to the right. So, well, I mean, that makes sense. And when it was greater than 1, we shifted over to the left. Now that it's less than 1, it only makes sense that we shift to the right. So when we do 906 times 1/100, the answer we get is 9 6/100. And now look at that 9. It's now in the ones place. It has shifted over 2 to the right since our original problem, 906 times 1. So I want you to guess, where is our 9 going to be in our next problem, which is going to be 906 times 1,000? Well, if you said it's going to be in the tenths place, spot on. You will notice that we're now shifted over 3 place values to the right. So now let's determine what is our rule. We've done 3 different problems with a power of 10 less than 1. So what patterns have we noticed? Well, we notice each time we're shifting over to the right, but let's be more specific. How can we determine how many place values we're going to move to the right? Well, let's look at these numbers real quick. We'll notice that there's 1 digit to the right of the decimal in the number 1/10, and we actually moved only 1 place value to the right. And then when we did 1/100, there's 2 digits to the right of the decimal, and we shifted over 2 place values. And then for 1,000ths, there's 3 digits, the 0, 0, and the 1, and we shifted over 3 place values. So that is going to be our rule. We shift our place value to the right when multiplying by our power of 10 less than 1. The number of digits to the right of the decimal let you know how many times. So guys, if you have any questions on what we discussed today, please reach out to any of your math teachers, and we're here to help. Or you can always just watch this video again. Thanks, guys.